Very good morning, children. Children, today we'll start first unit of physics of class 11th, and the unit is physical worlds and measurements. In these units, there are two chapters. Chapter number 1 is physical world, and the chapter number 2 will be units and measurements. So children, as per the revised syllabus of physics for the session 2020 and 2021, chapter number 1, or you may say all the topics of chapter number 1 has been deleted. It's not so important for examination point of view. Even then, we have to discuss all the topics of chapter number 1 as a introductory part. For introduction purpose, we have to discuss all the topics of chapter number 1. So let's start. Class 11th Physics, unit number 1, that is physical worlds and measurements, chapter number 1, physical worlds. So let us see first unit of this chapter, that is physics, scope and excitement. Dear students, if we can say that if we say physics is everywhere, then it will not be hyperbole. Children, wherever we see, wherever we look, if we look around us, so we can say physics is everywhere. Why? Because physics is nothing but it is a nature, it is a natural phenomena. Physics is the branch of science in which we study about nature and natural phenomena. So all the things which are happening around us that can only be explained by physics. So if we say physics is everywhere, so children, it will not be hyperbolic. So area within physics are too wide. So there are so many branches comes under physics which deals about nature and natural phenomena. The first unit's first area we may say that is mechanics. Dear students, mechanics deals the motion and its cause, like falling of an object, friction between any two objects, weight, masses, even spinning objects. All the characteristics can only be explained in mechanics. Mechanics is also a kind of branch of physics. So this is the first area, that is mechanics. In second areas we can say, in second branch of physics, that is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics branch of physics, it's a very important, it's a very essential, and thermodynamics deals with heat and temperature, melting and freezing process, and like heat engine, refrigerator, these all are explained under the branch of physics, and that branch is said to be thermodynamics. So this is second area. The next area we can say oscillation and wave phenomena. Children, this phenomena deals with a specific type of repetitive motion, like spring motion performed by a spring, like motion performed by a pendulum, that is called simple harmonic motion. And there are so many kinds of motion, like circular motion, periodic motion. So all these type of motion can only deals under oscillation and wave phenomena. Sound and what is the characteristics of propagation of sound is sound requires medium for propagation. When in your previous class, that is in class 10th, or you may say class 9th standard, you have studied about this sound. Sound always requires medium for propagation. Without medium, sound cannot propagate. Sound also propagate in the form of wave. So many things we have studied in class 9th standard. So this is another area, this is another scope of physics, that is oscillation and waves phenomena. Next, see children, this is also a kind of very important branch of physics, that is called optics. Optics deals with light and its behavior, like reflection of light from the surface of mirror, refraction of rays of light through lenses, like what is the color of light, dispersion of light through prism, and the phenomena of light when it enters from one medium to another medium. All these phenomena of light can only deals in this branch, that is called optics. The next branch will be electromagnetism. In this branch, electro means electricity, magnetism means by the effect of magnet. Children, as you all know that in your previous class, that is in class 10th standard, definitely you have been studied about the electromagnetic induction, EMI. So EMI is comes under this branch, electromagnetism. In this branch, there are so many things we have to study, that is electricity, its propagation, how electricity propagate, and magnetism, behavior of a magnet. What about the magnetic field lines? What about the poles of magnets? What about the characteristics, or even say properties of magnetic field line? What about the permanent magnets? What about electromagnetism? What about the electromagnetic induction? These all can only deal with electromagnetism in these areas of physics. The next one will be quantum mechanics. It deals with behavior of microscope particle like proton, electron, and all other particles, the atom and its size, means what will be the size of nucleus, what will be the distance of closest approach, what will be the size of the nucleus, on which factor size of nucleus, on which factor size of an atom is defined, on which factor size of atom is depends. So we can say that yes, physics is everywhere. So there are so many things which can deal with the physics, which can only explain with the help of physics, and which are daily happening around us. So that is why physics is said to be the study of nature, and natural phenomena is said to be physics. So physics is obviously a kind of branch of science in which we study about nature and natural phenomena. So the next topic in this chapter will be nature of physical law. Let's see what will be the nature of physical law. Children, the nature of physics is depends on both pure and applied research from all areas of physics, which includes quantum mechanics. Earlier we have discussed condensed matter physics, optics, thermodynamics, particle physics, and so many things what we have discussed just above. So these all are the nature of physical laws. So let us see, children, what do you mean by physics? What is actually physics means? Dear students, physics can be defined as the branch of science in which we study, children, it should be study about nature and natural phenomena is known as physics. That is, physics is all about nature and natural phenomena. So physics is nothing but it is a branch of science in which we study about nature and natural phenomena. So children, let us see the next topic, that is technology and science, society. Technology and society. Dear students, physics has many impact on both technology and society. See, nowadays everyone has their own device like mobile, television, laptop, desktop, so many things you have. So these all are comes under technology, and so these technology is powerful because of physics. Why? Because all the equipments related to technology is can only developed by the concept of physics, by the laws of physics. So physics is also a beautiful intellectual exercise, includes observation, experimentation, deductive and logical thinking with how, what, why, in a way. Physics deals with how these things happens. What about the reason behind the happening of these things? Why these kind of things? Why sky appears blaze in color? Why stars are twinkling? These all are explained by physics. So physics is also a kind of beautiful intellectual exercise which includes observation, experimentation, deductive and logical thinking with how, what, why, in a way. So it is also important to realize that physics has great influence on material aspects of the way we live. Physics has a great influence on materials aspects of the way we live. Physics has a lot of impacts in our day-to-day life. So in this way, all the topics, see, very few topics are there in chapter number 1, that is physical. In physical worlds, there are very few topics, and all the topics we have covered here. So I hope whatever I discussed with you all, definitely you all have received my concept and received correctly. Even then, if you have any doubts, any problem, so feel free to discuss me. So now you are supposed to go through all the topics one by one for much more understanding. In this way, chapter number 1, we can say, has been completed. So you are supposed to do the following 3 things as your homework assignment. That is, today's home assignment will be number 1. First of all, you have to make a long notebook. I hope you all have been purchased. You all have purchased a long notebook for both classwork and homework purpose. So first of all, you have to write the revised syllabus on first page of your long notebook just after index page. First thing. And second thing, you have to write the deleted portion of physics 2020-2021 on the next page, that is after revised syllabus. You have to write down all the deleted portions, and then after you have to define all the points what we have discussed today. So these three home assignment, and you are supposed to write down in your classwork notes. In this way, all topics have been discussed as a part of introduction, though all these topics have been deleted as per revised syllabus 2020-2021. So now in the next class, we will start chapter number 2, that is units and measurements. And thank you very much, children, and God bless you all.